guys, it's your boy Jinx Albino up with another video, and today I've got a review video on chapter 2 season 3 of Fortnite. Now because it's season 3, I went back to a season 3 skin being the Reaper because he looks cool. But anyway, let's go into the main video itself, it being, let's start off with the main lobby. Obviously last season we had the agency, now we're kind of outside in the open. Looks like we're based in the Fortilla, I think it is. And one of the new things that they brought out is the build umbrella. Now last season we had Maya, which is a female character which was customizable to your choice, but this time I think they've one-upped it once again, Epic Games, and they've made a build umbrella where you can make a umbrella to your liking, right? You can make an umbrella for that one unique skin that you're always playing. Now for me, I kind of tried to go for like a gold and like sapphire kind of thing, you know, the blue gems being sapphire and then the main glider being yellow to look gold. You know, I think it's a good attempt, but I haven't actually bought the battle pass, so to be honest, this kind of is kind of useless to me. But like again, I do really like that new feature because I think it's kind of cool. Then we got the style challenges, which you can get the styles for other characters, including Aquaman being this season's main character instead of Deadpool, who was last season. You got Aquaman, then you got Arthur Curry, you got Fade, Voyager, and masked version of Fade, Ocean, Riptide, and Cove Rider. Scuba Jones, Tactical and Advanced, Jules, Welder, and Shadow, Kit, Happy and Action, or Shadow and Ghost, Siona, Nova and Blue, Eternal Night, Black, which really reminds me of Black Knight and I do really like it, and Gold. So let's get to the main battle pass itself. Obviously I've shown you all the variants of the characters, and one thing that they did also introduce, which I'm going to show you my favorite one, is the fact that the dual wield blades can actually become two-handed. So let me go and quickly find my favorite one, which is the Eon blades here at tier 30. As you can see, they're dual wield, and then bang, they turn into two-handed blades, which I do really like the two-handed version. So that'll probably be the version that I use the most if I decide to buy the battle pass, because you know that does look really cool. And one new thing also with the characters, of course, is the glider, right? One of the new gliders being the Comet Crusher, quite similar to TNTina when she was coming in on her like blimp. So I'm happy that they've kept those sort of gliders in the game, because it's kind of cool when you watch your character ride on top. And here again is another one, the Reliant Blade, dual wield, and then bang, two-handed. You know, it looks really cool, I do really like it. And then we're back to the tier 100 mast and Eternal Night, looking good as usual. And you know, let's go on about one of the other big changes, which was the map. So Gino, why don't you carry on from there? And one of the biggest changes that you can clearly see on Fortnite, well, that came to this season, was the map. As you can see, there's a whole lot of water, way more water than before. You now have the Authority, which is basically the agency of Shadow, and you know, you've got some of the OG places still here, but some of them have been switched up. You've got the introduction of a couple of new places like the Fortilla, Rickety Rig, you know, a place that we haven't really seen before. And then you've also got like smaller islands which also do hold loot. Like I say again, some of the OG places like Pleasant Park, but now, you know, it's just covered with water. Same with Frenzy, same with Salty. But some places did remain the same, you know, Holly Hedges, Misty Meadows, Lazy Lake, and Retail Row. All were unaffected by the water. Apparently they just didn't want to completely flood the map. But yeah, those are probably some of the biggest changes, as you can clearly see. And even some of the like whirlpools that they've now introduced into the map that actually allow you to glide around the map a lot more easier, I think is also quite a big idea. Now one of the new things that Fortnite did bring to the game, let's open this chest here, take the big part. But like I say again, one of the new things that Fortnite did bring to the game, with them vaulting or getting rid of the pump shotgun, as you'd like to say, they introduced a new shotgun called the charge shotgun. Now how this shotgun works is, the whole point is you hold R2 and your shotgun starts to gain pressure. But here's the thing, as you gain pressure, the shotgun becomes way more easier to hear, meaning that it kind of gives the enemies a slight inkling on where you actually are, but at the same time, holding it down allows you to cause even more damage. The only problem is, at times, you don't actually get that extra deserved damage that you get. Like sometimes, there's been a couple of times where I've used the shotgun itself. Can't be a sniper. There's a couple of times where I've used the shotgun itself, and it's only done 50 damage, and that's kind of annoying because the shotgun's already hard enough to use, knowing with the fact that I have to hold it down to get the maximum of pressure. So for me not to get the maximum amount of damage can also be quite frustrating. Now also another new thing that Fortnite did bring out is the Megalodon, but also known as the Loot Shark. Now why it's also called the Loot Shark is because the Loot Shark is able to eat loot that's in its way. Now whenever it picks up purple or legendary items, the gills of the shark will actually start to glow that rarity, meaning that you know it's eaten something rare. And it's also, whenever you shoot the shark, it tends to get a bit agitated and it will jump out at you, probably doing something like this and just eating through your builds. But if you get too far from the shark, as you saw right then, you will easily lose it, and he's about to jump. That's something the shark does like to do. For this next part, I thought it was only fair that I come in creative, but one thing they did also introduce are the mythic weapons, right? Last season we had quite a few mythic weapons, and this season again we've got a couple mythic weapons, but this time I think we have 6. It being the burst assault rifle, the hunting rifle, the grenade launcher, but instead of it being a traditional grenade launcher where it shoots grenades, it's actually a grenade launcher that shoots out shockwave grenades, which you know, I think could actually be quite OP. A grappler, which it doesn't work like the traditional grappler, as whenever you grapple you are automatically forced to use your glider. The drum gun once again joins us for another season, and the chug jug, which the chug jug is actually a chug jug which you can keep in your inventory and it's rechargeable, meaning that, you know, you keep it in there, it recharges and you can constantly use it. Now of all of them, I'm probably gonna have to say that the hunting rifle is my favorite, purely because the hunting rifle has actually come back to Fortnite after its long slumber of being vaulted. It did finally decide to come back, and with the hunting rifle come back, not only does it have a mythic version, but it also has an epic and legendary version, which is quite crazy, you know. So on a whole, Fortnite's had quite a few changes, quite a few things have come back, and to be honest, I think it kind of makes the game a bit more enjoyable. But you know, let's just go back to the lobby to kind of close this off. Now I do think I actually forgot to mention one of the mythic weapons, which is also the charged shotgun, but of course you currently can't get the charged shotgun in creative, purely because Fortnite just haven't added it in there. And talking about the charged shotgun, I'm actually quite intrigued to see some of the Fortnite competitions, because to be honest, I'm wanting to see how the Fortnite Pro is going to be using charged shotguns, or they're way more likely to be using tactical shotguns and the normal tac shotgun, because to be honest they shoot way faster. And the problem is, with the charged shotgun you're not always guaranteed to do more damage. So I'm just wondering, you know, how the Fortnite Pro is gonna find it. You know, you never really know with this season. I think it's a bit too early to make a full-on judgment about this season, but right now, to be honest, I do really like it. And right now, if I'm talking about the charged shotgun, I really like it as well. You know, a rare, epic, or legendary version of the charged shotgun I've all had before, and to be honest they've all worked wonders for me. The uncommon and common one maybe not so well, and I haven't actually had a try of the mythic one, but I'm gonna guess that because I like the rare, epic and legendary one, that the mythic one can only be better. But yeah, that's my whole review on Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, if this is the first time or any other time that you've heard my channel. Don't forget to leave subscribe, like, subscribe, and have those post notifications to know when I subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time.
Maybe you should take it slow.